introducing the world's first interactive adult coloring book. Infused with the whimsy and bohemian chic artistry of celebrity jewelry designer Jess Meharry is the #1 selling jewelry designer for the Sundance catalog from Robert Redford. Jess Meharry's whimsical designs have been featured on Ellen, Good Morning America, and The Today Show, and all of her items have been worn by celebrity trendsetters Lena Dunham, Jennifer Aniston, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Her eclectic style appeals to those who favor the handcrafted over the mass-produced, and her carefully sculptured charms are infused with spirit, insight, and a rare depth of emotion. And on the cutting edge of her industry, she was the first jewelry designer to popularize positive affirmations written on jewelry. Her positive messages, which are carved into her award-winning jewelry, have garnered her countless fans across the globe, including Pope Benedict, who commissioned her to design commemorative coins for the Catholic Church. She now sets a new trend in motion with her Free Spirit adult coloring book, which, like no other coloring book, also features positive affirmations, spiritual inquiries, and room for users to answer questions and add their own artful elements. Hello, Jess. How are you?
Hello. What a nice introduction.
Oh, my goodness. But you've been doing this, girl. I mean, rocking and rolling. And it is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me here on your great show. I so appreciate that.
Well, I'm really excited because when we sit down and we think about coloring books, of course, that's the all-time pastime with your kids. But this is something where adults can actually just sit down and instead of doodling, which we all do, we can look at these beauties that you've created and actually draw them, paint on them, or color on them. Mm-hmm. What do you think? What are people saying to you about it?
Well, the book has been out since July 5th, and I am completely just blown away on the response so far. Everything I had hoped and dreamed for this book, it's already gone beyond my wildest dreams. I now have people emailing and calling and writing letters saying that this book has changed their life, or the book has resonated with them on a really deep level, or I had a woman come up to me on the street who had recognized me yesterday, and she said, I can't believe it. I've been in this depression for 6 months, and I looked at this one page, and so her daughter gave it to her as a present, and she said that something shook her so intensely that she felt like she knew her path immediately. Mm-hmm. So the messages and the drawings and the complete wild the wild drawings that I've done with such unusual animals and shapes and words and letters and very personal, heartfelt letters of my own, and that I really opened up my personal sketchbooks. Really, it was a very private thing for me. So I was a little nervous, being this open to the world, but the response I've gotten so far has been really just an incredibly beautiful response.
This one, it says, after all these years, rain, wind, sunshine, darkness, and light, when it's all said and done, who would you embrace? Who has been your beacon of light? And on this page is a beautiful rhinoceros, and I love elephants, and this incredible looking, possibly peacockish type bird. And I'm not sure what this is at the bottom. I guess the ground on which they're walking, but it looks like a magic carpet.
It is a magic carpet. Yeah, they're all on a magic carpet.
I love it.
In the wind.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So when you're writing these passages, there are these thoughts that are going through your mind as you're drawing, or some of them you've had before and they just meant something to you?
I have to say, when I start drawing, I really get into the flow. It's probably like the easiest thing in the world for me to just, I don't know even the right word. I would just say it just happens naturally. And I get into such a complete trance, and I feel it's my rooted, what I'm supposed to be doing, and nothing else is around me. I get completely completely like involved in what I'm doing. And these messages just come out. I don't really sit there and think, oh, what should I write with this page ever. It just, boom, happens.
It's channeled. It's just channeled.
I really believe that's why I meant to do this book, is because I think there's like something out there that is channeling me to help inspire other people, whether they're in an illness or a relationship or a good relationship or a bad relationship or anything. I just feel like there's so much message and spiritual inquiry here, and you don't have to be any particular religion. And I mean spiritual inquiry, meaning you want to go deeper within yourself. And like my questions, I try to give a deeper meaning on life, rather than just having a really cool drawing of a rhino, an elephant on a magic carpet, with a swan holding a bow and arrow on top, like flying above them. But so it's my imagination just completely has let completely loose.
Literally.
So those messages go with those
of course
drawings.
they do. Of course they do.
I don't know how else to explain it.
No, they fit. They fit perfectly. I'm looking, one of my other favorites is the sun with the heart on the forehead. And you have a combination of butterflies and unicorns and rams, and some look like circus animals and some look like flying horses. And there's this combination of where you might find animals in storybooks or in movies or in a cartoon or whatever. And it's just very plain and very obvious and very true. Be kind to animals.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite pages also.
Yeah.
I am very active with animal rescue, and we have a ranch here in Southern California, in Ojai, actually, and I've rescued, I don't even know how many animals. And so be kind to animals. I just don't know how else to say it except my message on that particular page. I drew so many animals there that we've rescued on that page, and my message was I wanted this beautiful sun to be, with all of her beautiful rays warming all the animals, and then just be kind to animals. Right.
And we have to really be kind to animals. We're not, sometimes you see these different people who have abused who does that? Why are you doing that to people? I don't understand why people have to get ivory from the elephants, and they're slaughtering lions for whatever reason. I just think it's crazy.
Yeah, I really believe with the amount of atrocities that are happening in this world, in just not only animals and people, that we have to always remember, the healing has to come right from our heart, first and foremost. So this book is really drawn from my heart. And this particular page, I don't think I could have gotten any more heartfelt, because I've actually, in almost every one of these animals except the lion on here, I've actually had personal connections with saving them and healing them and, helping different situations so they can have a better life. And so it really, all of that is so good and everything, but essentially it's that putting that love out into the world. And I feel that's really the most important mission about this book, is that I'm wanting to spread the beauty and the joy. We're all on this planet together, and we need to work, peacefully and joyfully and compassionately within each other.
Right.
And that page is really what that's about. And I'm glad to hear that you like that page. That's neat.
Yeah, I did. And I think that it just spoke, on so many levels and so many volumes about not only, as you said, it's not just about the animals, just about people. It's about our planet and how do we keep and loving our planet and taking care of it and taking care of all the living animals and people and the air and the water. And we don't do enough of that as humans.